don't believe in the heaven. I don't believe in the hell. I am so dark and empty. There is no soul. So I'm not gonna speak to an angel who's sitting on the right. 'Cause I've tried. Baby, give me a weapon, weapon. I don't wanna listen, listen. I'll shoot this stupid love. There's no us anymore in this graveyard. I've buried this broken heart. I don't wanna be here anymore. I will go away 'cause your stupid door. I don't wanna be here anymore. I'm sure. Close, 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 close the stupid door. Stupid door, close, close the stupid door. Stupid door, close, close the stupid door. Stupid door, close, close the stupid door. Don't wanna be loved, don't wanna be hugged. The thought I'm made of paper is trying to tear me down. This is me, made of steel and your blood. Baby, give me a weapon, weapon. I don't wanna listen. I'll shoot this stupid love. There's no us anymore in this graveyard. I buried its broken heart. I don't wanna be here anymore. I will go away 'cause stupid door. I don't wanna be here anymore. I'm sure. Close the stupid door. Stupid door, close, close the stupid door. Stupid door, close, close the stupid door. Stupid door, close the stupid door. Babe, I'm sure. pulls me closer. Spur in the wind. The map is blank before me. Where do I begin? A fear of what's uncertain. The unknown feels like home. With every step I'm finding a place I've never known. Let's go where no one has ever been. A world unseen beneath our skin. Through endless skies will bring a joy.